Welcome back to some Goodbye Volcano High. I'm Dear Darling, and we only have so much time of this world together. Let's make the most of it. Where last time we were, I'm not in the right place of a guide, but of course I'm using a guide by Hadradavas again. Hadradavas? I don't know how to say it, but we're doing Reed's backstory, or what we're trying to do his ending. So I guess we're in Eleanor session 1. Is that the only thing? Let's do this. I don't know if that's a read point or not, but yeah, anyway, so we're sort of here chilling, we're here relaxing. You might be like, hey dear darling, what song's in your head today? It's not a new one or anything like that, it's actually an old one. It's again a Vocaloid song, but it's, you can look it up, More Jump Hug. And it goes, I should really learn the lyrics there. I can't remember it. I just remember at one part goes, so stay, or something like that. No, I can't remember. At some point, I want to actually start like trying to translate, you know, these Japanese songs to English. I'm not like fluent or anything like that, but I feel like I have a decent. This doesn't matter, right? So I guess we'll do Naomi's idea. Why not? A student, I think it's different. I'm a brilliant student of a scythe. Spooky and cool. Oh, I accidentally just skipped through many things, but oh well. But we need to go to the library. Interrogated. I think it would be fun to like try and translate things. You know, not only would it improve my own Japanese skills, I suppose, but it would be a fun way to I don't know. It's like combining something you want to learn with something which is your interest already is a fantastic. Very good. Is a fantastic way to do any hobby, right? I mean, part of the reason why I started a YouTube channel, of course, because I also wanted to do some drawing and also record videos. As a 2-in-1 thing, make thumbnail arts, record videos, and here we are, a few years later, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, so I don't know, it might be fun. What normally happens, this one probably doesn't matter, and the only important one for Reed is we need to choose something new and something about Braxis.
Now it's havoc.
Maybe something new. Something related to this mission.
Love that idea.
Love that idea. Something about Braxis. The Braxis Bashers. It is we, the Braxis Bashers. We come seeking knowledge of Braxis and the cult of Kef. And I think this stuff is all the same. So, okay, I have an idea and like an arrow flying true. At some point, we've got to get a natural 20 and a natural 1, but that's yet to be decided if how many other playthroughs we're going to do of this, you know. Certainly want to do reads. And then we'll sort of see how it goes. Be mysterious. It's a shame we can't really do roses in the same thing as we do reads. Mainly it's because of actually this decision right here. Because we had to go to the library rather than caves, and caves is where you go to do roses stuff. But oh well. That is neither here nor there. Anyway, I've got that's the song I got stuck in my head. Hug. I don't know if we can exit immediately. If we had to pick up a book and exit. Okay, we do have to pick up a book and exit.
Hey guys.
Go ahead.
I wonder if people speedrun this game, you know?
Alright, you're entering combat.
I mean, the speedrunners out there speedrun like every game in existence, and some of them I go like, I can't imagine you speedrunning this because it seems like such a difficult game to speedrun. But some of them I'm just like, yeah, they feel like natural fits for speedrunning, you know, like Celeste, Hollow Knight, any of these sort of like mechanical things. I think I get it, is probably I have an idea. Like an arrow flying true is what we need to select at some point. I don't know if people really speedrun like visual novel-esque games. I have an idea. It's not something I've really considered. But I mean, if people speedrun things like Barbarous you know, like puzzle games or whatever, then I don't see why you couldn't speedrun a visual novel-esque thing.
And you're launched out, landing unceremoniously on the vagrant.
Did we get what we wanted? I don't really know. Oh yeah, Kath is here. Like an arrow flying true. Like an arrow flying true, piercing a single spot of vulnerable flesh upon the dragon's hide. Never taunt Kath cast a spell. Never. and betray my friends? Never.
That hit.
Are we rolling initiative?
Okay. Fang,
Taunt
you're
Calf.
up next.
I don't know if this is what we did last time. Natural 20. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 7. 7, 7, 7. As if I'd ever join you. I'd never be in a cult with such stupid
Let's
robes.
see if this affects him at all. Oh no, he totally ignores you.
Okay, cast a
Yeah,
spell.
roll to-
I don't know, but if it was like,
response, Faye.
go after Kef again. I don't think this one matters, to be honest. 13.
Faye, how do you want to?
How do you want to do this? You made it feel like it was important to you. Oh, this is the caster spell.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
It polymerizes.
Polymerizes. Oh yeah, we did that the first time, didn't we?
Yes.
The polymorph.
And
got
that's
a
where
thing.
we'll end our session.
I wonder what the strangest game to speedrun is. I mean, strange one, because I feel like this game actually probably wouldn't be that interesting to speedrun because there's not really like
That was L&L.
cheat the system, right? There's no like glitches or things to find, right?
Isn't he the best? Like, dude, I cannot handle that Celeste voice.
It's my favorite.
It's my favorite.
Like, can that be my ringtone?
We love a friend group which is positive and encouraging.
Jeff.
I can do it.
Well, time to feed the wormy. That was epic.
Super.
Do people still do custom ringtones anymore? I don't know the last time I've heard someone have a custom
Hard to
ringtone.
say.
I do have a custom song for an alarm.
Guess we'll see.
I can tell it's important to you. And then episode 4,
That was really
music
cool.
room.
And now I know what you're thinking about between
Wait, I need to turn up
consoles.
the volume. Or not. Like it used to be super popular when I was younger for people to what was I saying? For to be like, what was the word? TV spots, adverts for like, oh, you know, dial this number and you can get this ringtone or something for your phone or whatever. By the way, I was far too young to even have a mobile phone at that point. I think I was probably, I'm gonna guess it was probably early 2000s age. So I'm gonna guess I was somewhere between 3 and 10 or something. And I didn't get a phone till 14, I think. Which you might say is young. Well, okay, depending how old you are. If you're older than me, you're probably like, wow, it's kind of young. If you're younger than me, you're probably like, wow, that's pretty old to get a phone. Neither here nor there, I suppose.
Very good.
Oh, Reed's actually in the assembly this time.
But remember what we just talked
What was I going to
about?
say? Oh yeah, it was like super common to like have these adverts of getting like these ringtones or something from there, which I don't really know how that works. If you text a number, then something like that happens, right? You text a number and they just like, you download the ringtone? How does it work? Anyway, I can't think of anyone who's even used a ringtone, I suppose, recently. I feel like everyone puts their phone on vibrate, myself included, all silent. I don't even know what my phone sound is. Should we find out right now? Knowing me, it's probably something which is like, bling. I'm prolonging this pain. But I do have a custom alarm, which, you know, it's been the same since like, I was like 14 or something, but it's an anime song, unsurprisingly, called Radio Happy, which I felt like it was a very fitting thing, sort of thematically about it. Let's see, sound. Do not disturb. No. Ringtone. Runtime. Ringtone.
I'm gonna miss you guys so bad next year.
Aw, Sage.
We are still gonna have this, right?
My phone ringtone. Okay,
Even
let's
if we're
hear it.
not at the same school.
Yeah, together wherever.
My sounds.
Right?
Constellation. Absolutely. I don't. Okay, episode 4 music rooms when we need to do things.
Yeah, you can't get rid of us that easy.
How do I play it?
I'll have you guys over all the time to
So
try
turn
my
on ring
favorite
volume to hear
experiments.
previews.
I applied to like
Ooh.
300 culinary
That's so loud.
programs, but I don't know. The more real it gets,
I don't
the
think
more
I've
it's
even
like,
heard this yet.
Ugh.
No, you see, nothing's set in stone, dude. It isn't
Pixel
real till
sounds.
it's real.
Select a
I mean,
ringtone. I didn't know there were
guess,
so
but
many.
I'm pretty sure cooking
Gems,
is it
natural
for me.
element. There's so many
This feels
different
like make or break.
ringtone things you can have here. Totally. Whatever you're saying, absolutely totes my
There
goats.
are hobbies and like careers, and then there are
Let's
things
see.
that almost consume you.
Default notification sound.
If
Do you
anyone's
that's what I'm
consuming
using.
Anything here? It's me.
Turn on
and
volume.
all
Excuse me?
5,000 of Sage's experimental cookies.
I'm trying
No,
to.
Like when you do it, you get lost in the moment. You know, all that exists
No?
is you and what you're doing and what you're making.
Where's notification volume?
There's
Because
no
ring is muted.
future
Okay,
to worry
fine. Turn
about,
up ring
only the
volume.
craft. But
done.
thinking
Here we
about
go.
making it your life is scary.
Ah, yeah, I actually do know that. That is my notification sound. Because I just quite like that
Anyway,
one.
I'm not really worried about which place I go to.
I know I don't need
Doesn't
that
matter
because
where
I
I
just
do it,
use
as long as I get to do it,
vibrations.
you know?
I mean,
Something
first of
on good
all,
vibrations. How does that Beach Boy songs go?
that's all.
Yeah.
Something like
That's
that. I don't know.
Get why everyone's
Apparently I got a new
so
subscriber. Thank you very much for
obsessed with
subscribing.
college.
I
um.
have
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we doing? Episode 4 music room definitely, and then the second LNL session is the next important thing. So we can actually just skip through whatever
It's true.
we feel like it. You could narrow your focus. I don't know if it's what we said last time, but
What if you just pick something?
yeah, just do it.
I mean, you'd be good at anything.
But actually,
All avenues are open to you.
what takes up most of your brain space right now?
Mango.
You and Rosa are.
And so
There we go.
That's
Right.
Maybe I should change it. Ah, too much pressure.
Ha! Well, let's not jinx it, okay? I've
Self-doubt.
never seen a future without worm drama. I mean, if we're lucky, things will take off after Caldera Fest. But who knows?
They will. I can feel it. And we're gonna be there.
I
to
can
cheer you
feel
on.
it in my bones.
I hope.
Beautiful. And then we have a scene with Sage. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have said actually, because maybe Sage would not have this conversation about speedrun strats as picking those optimal strategies
I just
with dialogue, with dialogue to minimize conversations, which is an amusing sort of concept. I think. I still don't know how I missed out on Stella's
I f-
tarot card reading explanation the first time through. You know. I have no idea how I missed it. Sage's one I can understand. Well, I didn't miss it on Sage's one, I suppose. But it's that one choice, I suppose.
No way.
Oh yeah, choosing university.
Nope.
Northern Pangea. I don't know. What should we talk about now? Baldur's Gate 3, I recently finished the playthrough of it a couple of days ago. Nothing looks good. Let's be depressing. Because everything looks terrible in a different way. Isn't Battle of Bands kind of like your college application? Like if I think that's the same thing that you normally say, Naomi. No more college stress. BRB, tossing my college brochures into the volcano. I don't know what sound a comet makes. It's probably like really loud now I think about it, right? It's just straight up burning, isn't it? Right? I mean, that's what comets are. It's like space debris sort of burning in the atmosphere. Something like that. Incredible. Holy, you're really talented. Where would we go? Where'd we meet? Maybe a park or the beach? If you could write a song right now, what would it be about? That's just like a hard swerve conversation-y. It's just like, oh no, my crush isn't replying back to me, say something. What do you mean? It's kind of hard to play hard to get, I suppose, or just straight up rejection, I suppose. Which I suppose is kind of like leaning away from the entire point of a game, but it's kind of sad. Makes me kind of sad. I like the way you think. Yeah, I don't know. What about? Oh yeah, so I finished Baldur's Gate 3 recently. It was a fantastic time. The sort of game where I'm just like, oh yeah, I actually want to play through it again, like a solo campaign, just to see everything which happens. But I don't think I'm going to do it immediately. I mean, it already took like 60 hours to play through the entire game this time. And I was playing with 4 player characters, so it's sort of like you're running 4 things in parallel. You're not even doing them in series. Not all the time, some of the time. Some things you do in series, some things you do in parallel. And that certainly makes things, like, I'm sure, faster than the actual single player playthrough / campaign. It's interesting. Like, I don't know how long it would take. If I did a solo campaign, I wonder how long it would take me. Because I do like talking to every single NPC. That's very much how I play these sort of games. I'm like, talk to every single person. I don't interact with every object, because that is just boring, I think. But I do try and, like, you know, turn over every stone, as in, like, I don't want to miss out on any quests or any potential dialogue, etc., etc. Yeah, I don't know. I will say, is this what like music rooms in US high schools look like? Because our music rooms did not look like this. Our like we had, surprisingly, like for the fact that music was not actually very popular in our school, we had like a pretty fleshed out like music section. It was down this corridor. I'm going to take you through it now. Like the first room on the right was the piano room, where basically there were like 15 electronic keyboards arranged like around the edge of a room and in the center of a room. Dragonfly Wizard maybe, and we would be like work in pairs to do stuff with music, which is I always say this about music, it must be one of the harder ones to teach, I think, in school, because you have run the gamut of such huge like disparities in skills. Like yeah, people who've literally like know nothing about music and never interacted anything with music theory before, and then you have, you know, other people on the other side of the spectrum who are like, you know, like I was grade 8 piano when we were in year 7 and doing this sort of thing where I had like a bevy of music experience. It must be so impossible to teach that subject is all I can say. But we had that piano room, and then we had you walked further down the corridor and there were a load of like private music rooms where like music teachers to like teach like one-on-one lessons, I suppose, for instruments. Like I used to take violin lessons. It wasn't in those rooms. It was actually in like a cupboard room opposite the music store. Not the music like shop, the music storage room. And then you go to the final room, which was like a computer. It was basically an IT room where like you go all the way around the edge of a room, just like computers. Again, 15 computers. You work in pairs, and then you use like music software and stuff. And then you go out up the stairs on the left, and then on the left would be the music store room, and on the right would be the violin teacher's room. I don't even know how you get into the other rooms, to be perfectly honest. Feel the fun.
Feel the fern.
Because I assume therefore, like if you take like trumpet lessons, oboe lessons, clarinet lessons, I don't know if we had teachers for all of those, to be perfectly honest. I assume we did, but or like your own private recordings, I suppose, if you're doing GCSE or A-level music. I mean, in university time, I know we had piano rooms. I don't even remember where they were. Like I have vague memories of like being like, oh, I should go to these rooms and actually like play music and like book them out for a little bit and use them. But I remember a friend was learning piano, and then we were like accompanied him at one point there because we were going to go eat a meal afterwards or something. Trish, this was your idea?
You came up with this? It's kind of genius, dude.
Dude. This one doesn't matter. Have you heard all of the other bands?
Oh yeah,
Me too. And LNL tonight, right? What are we gonna do about the
It's
cat?
so harsh.
No.
Yeah,
Um,
that plant thing is freaking me out.
I don't know if we want to be nice or mean to Rosa. I mean, we'll try and be nice, I suppose, but I don't think we can get her ending anyway.
that's
I know that you've got something really a crime against nature.
Is it looking at me?
wait. I think it's looking at me.
Stop.
It's impressive. It's gonna work. It's beautiful. It's gonna work. I know it's gonna work.
Good college for
It's gonna work out just fine, trust me.
Everything Roberts is always talking about.
There's a song from My Little Pony right there, called It's Gonna Work, sung by Rarity and Pinkie Pie.
Oh.
Spice of Your Life? Spice Up Your Life? Something like that.
Appreciates it when I see you.
I don't know why. But honestly, that song's kind of a banger. At least the chorus says, it's gonna work, I know it's gonna work. It's gonna work out just fine, trust me.
Hey, what did I miss?
It's gonna work, I swear it's gonna work. It's work out just fine, you'll see. How does the rest of it go? It's like, here's what I know. Your food tastes so great.
Forever.
Something,
So,
some.
like,
What
What do you think?
about the band? We're gonna crash and burn.
I mean, I can totally see you as a bug doctor or
Bug
whatever,
doctor?
But what about the band?
So, yeah, the band.
It's gone
Wait,
forever.
You know how Rosa made that whole plant thing for college applications? Turns out you pretty much have to do something big like that to even get noticed by most schools. I'm working on this way to
I hear
restore
about like
uniform
applications
habitats
in
that
America,
passion to food
university
systems, but it's
goes
just a lot of hours with no
crazy,
go.
right? Like
About
to get into
that,
like the
I
Ivy
have
League schools is kind of like,
which I call the very
I'm not
doesn't allow time for
saying it is or
vacation,
isn't.
and
You know, this I can only really compare to my own UK experience, I think. But it's like, don't you need like to get into? I can't believe this.
I just I can't believe it.
You will not. Hef is mine. Maybe we can share him?
Oh, well, I was going to say about like
So, for now.
What about?
Oi!
Hell yes!
Oh yeah, but
Alright,
applications to
that's
like US
what?
college is like nightmarishly difficult. Like to get into the Ivy League schools, it's almost like completely random. Like, because I don't know if it's necessarily the
Okay.
competition is so high. I must assume so, to be perfectly honest. You know what? Let's carry out this conversation next time. In the next episode. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been goodbye, Volcano High. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.